and that was kind of it. You know, like we didn't really see as many SKs anymore. We had like Mentos for a little while, but they kind of stayed low key. But now Omar's bringing them back in full force, and I can't wait to see what he goes to next.
Well, it's just one of those things too, right? Like, you know, when you have all these options, and especially when more characters are added as well, you know, you have time to play everybody. You might find something that fits with you a little bit more. And, you know, it helps when the tools are there and can make other characters a little bit more approachable and also make your game plan a little more straightforward. You know, with Shovel Knight, you're building off of, I have to get to this gold. I have to get to this item. I have to do this. And if you can skip those steps and just be good to go with it, whether it's switching to a base cast, switching to one of the workshop characters, you know, whatever gets you there, that's, you know, it shows why we've kind of seen this character dip away a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm happy to see him back, and I'm also happy to bring us into our next set, which is going to be another Gommel up-and-comer that we had, Hakis versus Qunne. We're going to be seeing Eliana versus Hodan, two characters that got big changes this patch.
No doubt. And this is interesting, too, because if you were telling me, and if I remember correctly, Hakis actually knocked out Plushie Panic on the way here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of concerning, because like Plushie Panic is probably, and Matty Ice, too, on top of it. But it's a little concerning for Qunne because of the whole fact that like Plushie's one of the best solo Hodans out there, if not the best solo Hodan out there. Right.
And if you're ready for that, you're ready for anything.
Yeah, we're going to see if Qunne can overcome the beast that has been Hakis' bracket in Game 1 on Ethereal Gates.
All I remember is everyone told me that Eliana was not going to be functional after this patch, and here we have somebody on the cusp of making top 8 for the first Rivals tournament, so we'll see how this goes for this first season.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see like a lot of the Elianas adapt to the new missile changes after what happened this patch.
Well, and it's interesting too, because like not only are they adapting to it, but like some of the changes that have occurred, your opponent has to adapt to them in real time too. You know, these are more unique characters than the Rivals community, so you know you may not have been familiar as far as what's all going on so far.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Hodan also got a few changes as well. Ooh, up air off the top. But Hodan also got a few changes as well. Some nice little quality of life ones. You know, up air getting a little bit of a tone back. Some, but also things like down air getting nice little buffs, and sweats for a lockout no longer being a thing for a lot of his more traditional kill confirms, so no more shenanigans can really happen there.
Right. Ooh,
yeah, we see
nice
there
here.
A little flinch there, saw the monkey getting a little too close for comfort.
Good wait.
These are two new players too, on top of the fact that like they're both incredibly deep into this bracket. They're both two players that like have just kind of been on the rise recently. Like,
and that's something that has me so excited for this top 8 too, because like whenever we look at the new seasons, you kind of are interested in who are going to be the major players for that next run. Who's going to start writing their story? And you know, so far we've seen 4 players that are all kind of getting introduced to it. Well, and once now outside of Coda.
Ooh, yeah, goes for the 2 for there and gets it off the top. But that is kind of it. Like we've got a few new faces in this in these losers top 8 qualifiers. I'm really excited to see more of them. But right now, last stock game number 1, getting caught on the platform between the up air, the sweat towel doing work right now.
Yeah, this has actually been a pretty good like kind of give and take between both of these players. Nobody really set up too much of a wall here, but that could very easily change right now.
Yeah. Yep. There it is, the great wall of forward strong coming out from an overheated Eliana. Hakis taking the first game pretty solidly off of those really good edge guards.
Yeah, and that's the big difference, right? I mean, like the I played Hodan in the pre-release and like in the workshop form, and then also after it came out, and that was something that I personally struggled with a lot and found myself frustrated with. Is that when you're in those offstage situations, they have their ways to come back, but there's certain characters that just really put up a really tough wall to get around, and clearly Eliana seems to be one of those.
Oh yeah, we're gonna probably see here on the counterpicking game 2 that we're gonna maybe have some more recovery mix-ups on a stage like Tower of Heaven, where we have a high plat to really work with. But as you said, the edge guards are really where it can matter for a character like Hodan, because it's polarizing and it's dangerous. I guess it doesn't really matter if you can just kill at 0 anyway.
He died at 55.
Oh no, not again. No.
Where did he go, Kashi?
He got hit by Nair one too many times, and Eliana said, goodbye, that's your stock at 50. Oh no. Well,
Say hi to the real. Say hi to the real, everybody.
Yeah, everyone say hi to Twitter. Uh-oh, we're off stage again. Like you said before, it's a dangerous spot for Hodan to be.
Yeah, because like you have to start coming back into the stage. Like you have to.
Yeah, and in some cases, you have to kind of like go into your opponent. You have to like face check them almost.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases, like a character like Eliana that has pretty solid disjoint to hit you with, that's sometimes it's just not gonna happen. As unfortunate as it might be.
I mean, and just from seeing the first, obviously game and a half of this set so far, it does kind of like the math checks out as to why.
Oh no, this is huge!
Ooh, it's not over yet though.
Yeah, we could have seen like a huge stock swing. Eliana outside of a mech is terrifying.
But like from what we've seen so far, I mean, it's one of those things where you see Haki upsetting Plushy Panda, and you're like, wow, that's pretty awesome. And then you see this in firsthand, and you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Qunne is adapting really quickly right now. Last stock game from what was almost like basically a 2-stock deficit.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, yeah, and a 0 to death to start off too. Like Qunne's like, no, I'm not letting that get to me. Staying composed to the whole thing and making good use of those sweat rolls to recover super high too.
Okay, damage starting to build a little bit here. Nice DI away from that combo, but you still have to find your way back to center.
Yeah, looking like Guile with all these flash kicks right now that are coming out, trying to just create a little bit of a wall. Oh, gets the berry. What's going to happen? Gets the double upper. Yeah, that's a really rough spot to be in. You saw him rise so high with that first upper that even if you DI'd out, he was going to chase you down for that second one.
Yeah,
Hakis that's so high right now.
That stemmed from a missed tech there too. Like, Qunne seemed like they were ready for that situation, but it just so happened that you get caught and you missed your tech, and then boom, 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 you're out of there.
Yeah, it's as easy as that sometimes with characters like Eliana that can just pull you off to the side or carry you up off the top. But we've got a smaller stage coming. We've got Treetop going in for game number 3. One big middle platform, one big high platform.
Find you a main that can do both.
Right?
Off the top, off the side, doesn't matter. Eliana's got you.
Right? Good buttons, can zone if needed. Like, Eliana's kind of got a lot of stuff going for her.
And kind of a similar start to the first stock here we saw in game 2. Man, Hakis looking real comfortable in this matchup.
Yeah, Missile Nair clearing off the side. That still hasn't changed one bit. Because Missile Nair is as tried and true as ever, but overheat right now means no projectile. Qunne's got a good chance to get in and do some damage.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of had to wait a little bit to find their turn there. Was able to stall out a lot of that burnout, so kind of an unfortunate, didn't quite maximize what you're trying to do.
Yeah, right now, just kind of trying. I guess at this point, it seems like he's trying to do his best to keep Hakis in the corner. With these edge guards, because a lot of the time we see it, it's like he's getting the hit on stage right there, and he clears out the stock before there. But for the most part, it's a tough one to really keep Ellie off stage with how Hakis is playing so aggressively.
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen Hodan be able to kind of nickel and dime their way through this, but every single time we've seen Haki get a hit, it's just 20, 30, 40% right after another, and it just has not been the same so far from Qunne.
Yeah, and we're seeing right now we're getting more of these juggle situations you kind of want to see. Oh, two for flinching. Oh, the rocket fist. And this is oh my gosh, this is potentially Qunne's last stock of the tournament right now.
Yeah, this could be a wrap. Oh,
gets grabbed out of the skies.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge the berry there, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, that is looking like it's it. Yeah.
Just really slammed the door on that one. I mean, just suffocating on that last stock. Man, what does Hodan do?
Not really a whole lot. Haki said, I'm a big fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because I'm taking you for a ride. 0 to death off the side and punching his way into top 8. We haven't seen an Ellie in a top 8 in a little bit. I'm really excited.
I want to circle back around for just a second if we can while we're waiting for the next set to load in. But that second to last stock there was such an unfortunate trade. So it came off of a down strong from Ellie that interrupted the powered up tilt from Hodan. And that powered up tilt would have led into that powered up B and finished the stock out.